I wanna go on to the next in terms just of not the culture, so to speak, but trends. Okay. There was also the dance craze. So when we talk about the Crip walk, when we talk about the Crip walk, you know, and let it be told that wasn't nobody better than the Hoover, Sugar Bear, Sule. Them dudes was powerful. They brought a whole new get down to it and shit. You know what I mean?
One of the homies right now, 60 years old, and was still Crip walking nigga under the table.
Who that?
I ain't gonna say his
MD?
name, MD.
All right. That's a
MD
cold
nigga.
motherfucker. No, hold on. And all love to WD.
Yes.
He was, yes. And all love, MD. I love you, man. Yes. You know I love you, man. But WD was a bad mother mucker, man. Yeah. That boy did it.
Real talk.
He did it.
Real talk.
He did it.
And we was at, I'm gonna show you
he
something,
did
bro.
it.
Watch this here, bro. We was at one of the homies repassed just recently at the homie big school, little function. And I was playing music out the car. And MD, I had my cane. MD grabbed my cane, went there, bro.
Was that it? I wasn't there. I
don't know where you was. He went there.
Oh,
and shit. Like, yes.
We had to record that.
MD,
you know, you put that on the get down, let that boy.
Yeah,
boy, that boy's a bad mom.
MD tore that shit up, and I was like, nigga, here, go get my cane. Go get my cane, boy. Boy, go get my cane. You know how you get. Then go get my cane. That nigga would have got that cane, nigga, and sat out there in that motherfucking parking lot and acting a plumb damn fool, though. That's my dude. That dude know how to do what he do.
With the business,
and, you know, I got that dude.
Shout out to you, MD.
That dude got so much love for my family and my brother.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
My brother came a long way, and the first thing he mentioned was MD by his real name. His
yes, sir.
You know.
So when he started speaking, he mentioned MD. He just got,
He mentioned that nigga.
And we talking about Big Dad.
Yeah,
man.
he mentioned that.
We talking about Big Dad, man. Get well. Your recovery, man, is swift.
Talk, man.
We look for you to be better, do better, man.
Real talk. That's my dude, man.
Yeah.
You know, we come together to speak on these things because we are moved to positive of what we've done. A lot of the shit that happened within our communities growing up, we caused. For us to say we the cause, we would be wrong. We caused it.
So what we caused? What?
I would say we caused.
You talking about Hoover? You talking about 7-4? You talking about Hoover in general?
No, I'm talking about gang members.
All right.
Now 7-4 in general, I can only speak on us within our
community,
our blocks, but within the site of the gang members period. They grew up in South Central Los Angeles during that era of full-fledged gang banging. Hey, bro, we did a lot, bro. You know, we corrupted.
That wasn't good.
That wasn't good. We corrupted a lot of our people, you know, to where thinking that, I mean, shit, we were corrupted growing up. You know, we followed the wrong path.
Yeah.
And now that we are at a point where it's affect. See, here's the thing about this gangbanging trend. No one saw it going this long. This shit started this shit started when the homie spoke. This shit started in 1968, 69. And now here we is in 2025. No one saw this coming. We got grandchildren that's subject to this shit now. So now we want to come correct.
So from what you're speaking to as a negative involvement in we kind of pretty much decimated the community. Cool. Anything positive come from that? And I want to start talking about now what, in terms of what we've done, can be extracted positive from the shit, man. Well, what's good? What's good about
to me? What came good from it is those of us that had a chance, or how can I put it, opportunity to be involved in some healthy education meaning something that would be positive for self, that had a chance to understand these things, or those of us that had a chance to see a psychiatrist. Let's speak right. Let's speak real. To learn who the fuck you are. Because a lot of us didn't know who the fuck we was growing up.
You said we need sites for that?
No. I'm saying we had sites for that. I'm not saying that we need them. I'm saying that a lot of dudes went through therapy in TS in different ways and found out, damn, I got problems.
I ain't never been no therapy.
I didn't have to. But I'm saying I've seen a lot of dudes. I've seen a lot of dudes that have. But when I bring that up.
Hold on, let me just say this. This is funny to me. I don't mean no disrespect. Man, I ain't never had no therapy. Them motherfucker told me I had to go to therapy to get parole. So when I go see the psych, right? This broad up in here, she got the lips all fat and shit. Her cheeks is done, her chin. And I'm looking at her like, how the fuck you gonna help me when I see you got issues?
You got issues.
The fuck? Hey, man. Nah.
Well,
I'm just saying. All right, come on.
You have a lot of, see, today's world is about therapy. Today's world is about therapy because a lot of these kids is coming here, parents on drugs, so forth, and they need to be talked to kind of understand.
Where we getting this therapy from, though? I think that's you bring it up therapy.
You're right.
You know that now you on some more
okay,
shit.
Let me go.
If you're bringing up therapy, where you getting the therapy from? Who is the therapy coming from? Is it coming from an ass whooping?
That's one of the biggest.
Is it coming from the state?
That's one of the biggest problems we have right now, because the therapy should be coming from a belt, but instead, because it
don't necessarily got to be a belt.
No, I'm spare the rod, spoil the child. I live by that old law. I'm not a religious person, but I know what you're talking about. Your mama kicked my ass, so nigga, what we
your mama kicked my ass.
So shit, we don't keep it real. So these kids now don't.
Your mama kicked my ass.
Don't have it.
Yeah.
To where, they call some shit timeout.
That's old. I don't think they even use
they call some shit. If it ain't timeout, it's you go sit in the corner. You do this, you do that.
The mental health,
mental health. The mental health program.
And that's some bullshit.
You say
I think that's something they didn't suck. They didn't suck us into this system saying we need mental health.
Ain't nothing wrong with that boy. You say he got autistic.
But they didn't
got that thing wrong with the boy.
Autistic. Oh no. What's the other one? Attention disorder.
They
do.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they didn't hook us up with some shit, and we all in.
See, in a lot of these
mental health.
I'm not speaking against our black
deficit disorders and all this shit.
Against our black women.
This is bullshit.
Women have jumped on the bandwagon to get that
check. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do.
I'm not saying it like that.
I just did. Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of women have jumped on the bandwagon to get the check instead of dealing with their child issues and getting him in there and whooping his ass.
Why is it that they jumped on the bandwagon as opposed to they were forced into a situation to have to deal with some shit because the state is threatening to take their kids?
Well, they've been threatening to take their kids for years, bro.
I know. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
You might be kind of right with that one.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, bro. A lot of these kids have issues and need real help.
Well, we
therapy, like you just said,
and the thing about black folk, and I have to agree. Fuck that shit. And excuse my language. That's some bullshit. That's that shit that them people, them W's,
they want you to
put us in because it serves. No, they don't want us to believe it. It serves their purpose. It serves their business. It serves their careers. It serves how they manipulate and you know what I'm saying, adjust society to their way of thinking. It's again, not just mental health, but social development. You know what I mean? Come on, it's some serious shit going on, and we bite. Because we don't know no better. It ain't that we fucking psychotic. We just don't know no better because we have people tell us, "Hey man, this is the best route for you."
I do need for a lot of
just like welfare,
exactly. But I do need a lot of brothers that are not naive any longer because whatever reason, they did time, they figured it out on their own, somebody taught them, whatever it is. I do need a lot of these brothers to understand, do not let these people get a hold of your children. You deal with your kids. You talk to your kids.
I think brothers are stepping up. I think brothers,
you know what I'm saying? It's time to do so.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
and if they're not, they should be.
Yeah.
Get involved.
It's a real situation that's going on now.
All right, so, Devil, I don't want to cut too chase, but I have to. We've been chopping it up, having a good time. Look, man, what I do know is that we came up in the same community.
True.
And our community is rich, man, in terms of culture.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trends, you know what I'm saying? Just leadership.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I understand that. I know this.
Lot come from our land.
It's from us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not to take away from nobody else, man, who see their get down, who see fit that their get down is the one and they were the ones or whatever. First, listen, I want to ask you this, man, and this is part of the get down. I want to ask you 4 questions, man, which are part of this get down, man. There are phases to this get down. The first one is your story. And you spoke on it. And I don't think in depth, but you spoke on what your story is. You know what I'm saying? From
my story was
how you come off the porch. It's deep. You know what I'm saying? You need more than an hour. You need more than an hour and a half. You need a month to tell your story. A year.
I need to write a book on my story.
Yeah. Bang a time.
I did 17 flat.
All right. Boom. That's something. That's something. That's part of your story.
True.
We have that. We have what we call a cautionary tale. And you're speaking to that right now in terms of how these kids are being raised, what they're going through, what the pain. There's always a warning or a caution about this lifestyle, this culture. You know what I mean? So there's your story, there's a cautionary tale, there's redemption. And I know for a fact you're involved with your family. You are also trying to be involved in the community.
True.
All right. So that's redemption. I've assumed that. And third is the enemy. So I want to ask you, what can you tell them, the young cats coming up, in terms of how to avoid the pitfalls, how to be waylaid, how to not be waylaid into this system, man, of incarceration? You know what I'm saying? And mental health, or whatever the case may be. What's your advice on that?
That's deep. Let's do it like this, man. I'll put it to you young dudes that's out there listening. You have to think for yourself.
Why?
You cannot be impressed upon by another individual who might have your harm at the forefront of his mind. He might not be looking at you as a loyal. He might be looking at you as a buster that I can sit on a mission and make you wreck. Here it is in a nutshell, bro. When these young dudes is growing up, I'll put it to you like this here. The homie Big Hank, love him to death. That nigga did a gang time. Turned his life over to God. He's a preacher, bona fide, certified, dignified. I love everything he say. He learned what he had to do.
And tell people who that is again.
That's Big Hank, 7-4, Daft brother.
Yeah.
Hank is a real one.
Yeah, we know him. Yeah.
And turn to that. You have to. If you're not listening to your mother and father, and you listen to a dude in the streets, man, you can't listen to a dude in the streets, man. You'll find yourself on them shelves like he just asked me how long I did. If I turn around and ask him the same thing, y'all will be puzzled. How much time Bub done. This is not no joke. We've been doing this shit since teenage years. Since teenage years, we got more time in than we got out.
Yeah.
And a lot of dudes don't understand that.
Real space.
So therefore, we have to, at our ages now, we have to look at life as it is. I live for me and my wife and my children. That's what I live for now. I still got love for my chosen few. Those that know who I am and we grew up in I know they solid, dirt dudes. We good. But outside of that, I have no room for nothing else
Right.
because this is too hard. Life is not what we thought growing up. Now you're a grown man. If you don't understand life as a grown man by now, you're doing the wrong thing. You're definitely running into a brick wall. You have to understand it's about you and your family. And we got homies that we love, that we really love. But if they not structured according to what you think, then you must push them aside. You have to, because they will crap you. You love them enough to, hey, bro, I got you, but I gotta let you do you, homie, because you're not getting it.